Yes.
How you doing, man? How are you?
How are you, Chad?
All good, all good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm brilliant. Thank you very much for coming on to the Gunman Insta Live. I've been wanting to get you on for a long time.
Oh, that's fine.
It's an absolute pleasure to see your face.
Sorry?
It's an absolute pleasure to see your face because I've wanted to get you on here for a long time.
It's been a long time coming. I know. It's been a long time. Busy. Very busy. Very busy.
Listen, it's an absolute honour to have you on. For those that do not know this man, this is Ricky O'Brien. He is an ex-professional fighter, a compact, clinical calculator in the ring. He is from Reading. He is a real bad man. He really is an exciting fighter to watch. And he has been getting himself in a bit of beef, which we will be talking about very, very soon. So how are you, my man? Thanks for coming on.
Hey, more than welcome. Yeah, go on. Obviously, I'm training. I'm in full camp at the moment for another fight. So, yeah, it's going well.
Listen, you had one amateur fight. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. You had one amateur fight and straight into the pros.
No. I had 40 amateur fights.
Ah, why is BoxRec doing you dirty?
That was just that was obviously that was in the ABAs, so they only show elite fights on BoxRec. So yeah, I don't know why it's weird. Yeah, that was in the quarterfinals of the ABAs. So yeah.
I was wondering. I do my research. I was like, how can a man have one amateur fight and straight into the pros? That was my first question, my brother.
It confuses me as well because I don't know why they don't show belts. I think they only show when you box in the ABAs or
crazy,
etc. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. So listen, you've got a mixed record in the professional rank. So what was your three and three? A mixed record, but it's funny. Like your pro debut, one of the best performances, probably one of your best performances. Would you say?
Yeah, I don't know. I boxed better in some other fights. Like when I boxed Sid Razaki, just my boxing was better then. Like that fight for my pro debut was literally I got 4 weeks notice for that. Someone pulled out and my license was rushed through to get the belt come forward for my debut. So and I was like, do you know what, I take it.
Yeah.
So it went well.
That performance was electric. I mean, your right hand was like razor sharp. Like you put the guy in a hospital ward with the knockout. Like you put him in a ward like he was Andre. Put him away. You know what I mean? Like,
so that's the thing. In my box, I'm known for. I do take a shot, but I do take a shot to give a better one back. So that is part of my thing I do. Yeah, I do take a shot, but then I do make them pay afterwards.
Yeah. I noticed you mentioned the Sid Razak fight.
Yeah.
And mate, you were more slippery than a bar of soap in that fight. Head movement on point. Like completely different, two different fighters.
Yeah, so because I gave away a lot of weight for that fight. I knew then journeyman you can't take them out, so I thought I should get the rounds in. I literally wanted to get the rounds in for that fight. It was a good fight. I thought I boxed well. It went well.
Really well.
Yeah,
like beautifully, I must add.
Thank you.
I mean, like you saw two different fighters in your first two pro fights. Your first fight, you filled the guy in like he was an application form down at the job centre, and then your second fight, you was like, you was harder to pin down than Niagara Falls. You were just like you was just so slick, and we've seen two different sides of you. Why the losses? Why have the losses crept in? It seems like you've lost more than you should have done.
100%. Listen, there's a lot of excuses you can say in boxing, but I promise you, the 3 fights I lost, I shouldn't have lost. I know people say excuses, but people who know me as a boxer, records are for DJs because I am better than my record. One of the fights I lost with I had a cut on the eye. It was a clash of heads, and I got a cut on the eye. Another one was I tore my meniscus on my knee, and I hadn't trained. I couldn't run or anything for 3 or 4 weeks before the fight, and I said to my manager, please just give me a good easy win. No, I got another tough person who's only been in my prospect, and it's a tough night's work for me. It's good I can justify myself now because I can explain what actually happened. I had him wobbled in the second round, and I couldn't even take him out because I didn't have the fitness in the bag. I should never have. I should never took a fight, but where I sold so many tickets, I sold nearly 200 tickets, and I thought I don't let my people down, but I should have thought of myself more. I thought, no, I'm not boxing this. I'm ready. So,
Yeah, you've got too many. You've got more losses than your ability deserves.
100%. But it's good because it's deceiving then, because then people like, who we're going to talk about later, should be like, yeah, this is a good fight for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, in a way, it could do some favours. Listen, why have you taken such a break? Your last fight, I think, was like, before COVID, wasn't it?
2016. Sorry?
Yeah, well before COVID.
Yeah,
Why have
2016.
you taken such a long break?
Just, do you know what? I've been boxing since I was 8 years old. I had my first exhibition, as they call, back then they were called gym shows in 1996. When I was like 8 years old, I think I was.
Mm.
And then the shows kept getting cancelled. I just fell out of love of the sport, and like just shows keep getting cancelled. I was training for a camp, and then 2 weeks before the show it gets pulled. And I thought, do you know what? Boxing now is a lot bigger than what was when I was fighting. When I was boxing, like, what was it, 8 years ago now, last fought, it wasn't, there's no social media and stuff. It was hard. It was hard graft. But now it's booming. I think boxing is the biggest it's been at the moment. I think it's booming.
Yeah, absolutely booming. Absolutely booming. So as a pro, why are you not looking to go back into the pros? And why are you calling out influencers?
Look, if I'm honest with you, I've got a fight. I'm fighting in America next Saturday in the pros.
Oh right. Oh yeah, you've got a 7th of September, right?
Yeah.
But you're looking to get on Misfits, right?
I wasn't looking to get on there. It was just this donut. He's all mouth, isn't he? Like, we'll go detail him. I didn't choose to go on I didn't want to box with Misfits.
Right, okay. So that's my bad. I did know you had a fight on the 7th actually, and I know you was going away. So my bad, yeah. Like you're so listen, let's get into it. Listen, everyone wants to know about the Joey Knight incident.
Yeah.
How did the altercation come about at Misfits? I think it was at Troxy Misfits,
Oh, it was a
wasn't it, in London?
Yeah, it was a Troxy.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there doing media there. I didn't see the altercation, but I've seen it afterwards. Listen, can you fill the fans in on how it all came about and how it all unfolded?
Well, look, my boxer I was training, the fella, he got called because there was in the tournament someone pulled out. So I got the phone calls, and they knew I was training a guy that was at the same weight class. And they was like, "Will your guy take this fight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, 100% he'll take this fight," because I knew that Argentinian king, I didn't rate him as much. I thought, and he's gone to show he ain't a big punch or anything like that. So I started training my guy now. Then Joey Knight done a podcast with True Geordie, just talking about my boxer saying, he's not all that, I can't see nothing, blah blah. So I done a video back saying, look, you can't judge a boxer by pad work. If you know your boxing, you can't, because pads don't hit back or anything like that.
Oh mate, you see guys looking amazing on the pads when they get in there,
and they're useless. I think the Argentinian king's a prime example. Like, it looks great when he's shadow boxing and on the pads stuff, but in the ring, in real life, he's nothing special. Nothing special at all.
I think it's fair to say that fight that night of his was a snooze fest, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wow, it's rubbish.
Because he fought a guy on late notice, wasn't he? If I remember right.
Yeah.
He just made hard work of a guy on late. Was it Pulley? Was it Pulley?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but
he did well. He came in and
he did very well, but that was like a last minute opponent as well. And look,
on a week's notice, or something.
He struggled with him, like Pulley said. He was out drinking when he got the phone call. I think the Argentinian king struggled with him.
He did, yeah. It was a pretty tight fight, yeah.
It wasn't work for him, no way.
Yeah.
And I just think my boxer would have worn him, with my style, would have worn him down over the 3-minute rounds and would have caught him. Whereas Pulley's not really an aggressive fighter, is he? He done well. He boxed on the back foot, didn't get involved, and won. But if I remember correctly, was it a good decision, or I think Pulley?
Well, some people felt Pulley won.
Yeah, I thought he did. If I remember correctly, I was there. Obviously,
it was close. It was definitely close.
Yeah,
it was definitely closer than it should have been. It just wasn't it wasn't a fight that you'll be winding back and watching. I think that's fair to say. I'm not, without being critical. Of course, I respect anyone who gets in there, man, especially on the big stage. But it just wasn't like, it wasn't an entertaining fight, but wasn't really any like lively exchanges or anything like that.
It was boring.
So your man was meant to fight Argentinian King, is that correct?
Yes, he was, but then he had other work commitments because he just opened up a new coffee shop, etc. And he couldn't make the fight. I was actually gutted about it, and so is my boxer. But there's nothing we could have done about it at the time. I'm hoping to get him back on again in the future. Yes.
So did it annoy you that Joey Knight disregarded your man?
Yeah, because I took that personally. Because like my boxers are like my family. I look after them. I feel like I'm their protector. If you badmouth, I need to read out what somebody for it. Then as I was reading it, as I spoke out. Yeah, if someone disrespects my boxer, they're disrespecting me. So I'm at the Troxy now, and then I took my little boy there, and I see Joey Knight getting his interview, and I thought, fucking brilliant. It's my chance now to go and collar him, because he weren't replying back to me or anything like that.
Yeah.
So to get interviewed now, I just walked past him, you see on the video, I said, listen, my boxer will smash you. And then, as you can see in the video now, he's like, yeah, I'll speak to you in a minute, all this crap. And then, and he was like, well, forget your boy. I was like, what do you forget my boy? He's like, why don't you do it then? Like, listen, I'd love to fight. I'd box both of you. I'd box you and the Argentinian King on the same night.
Yeah.
Easy. He would not, easy. He went for the last 2 rounds of him, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No way.
Well, when you've been pro, then it's different levels. Let's just say respect to a few guys in the chat. But massive respect. Ilian Savage, he's saying, come on, Gunman. And big shout out to Ricky's gym. We're going to come on. I'm going to talk a bit about your gym in a bit, actually. And man like Bozy.
My boy Bozy.
Right, I'm terrible. Like, there's so many like usernames. I get them wrong. But I know this dude, good fighter. Really good fighter. And respect. I like that, brother.
Good lad, Bose.
Yeah, I will come on to your gym. That's why I wasn't just shouting out. I'm coming on to that part. But I want to just stick on the Knight story. So, listen, there was an interview in between you both. He was doing an interview. So you came over, you jumped on his interview. You took your opportunity. You called him out. And then after that, it kind of went viral, I'd say. Into a sense where enough people knew about what had happened. But then you kind of just hit a brick wall. The fight's just not happened. Why is that?
Because listen, I don't care about it. Obviously, he said about the money. Obviously, I want money for a fighting, but I took it personally. I'd fight him now in my ring for no money, because I take it personally. Out of camp, I didn't hear him call me. He said, "You're a melt, you're a pussy," but he didn't say it directly to my face. I didn't even hear him say that. Like, you can't call someone that, then me then say to, listen, I'll fight you tomorrow, and then not stick to your word. Like, he's the melt, not me.
Is he? Would you say he's one of the better fighters in Misfits, though?
Do you know what? He's all right, but I'm never going to big him up, because I just think I don't think he'll last 2 rounds of me. I really don't. At first, when I see him out second, I'm bang, good night. I do.
I mean, he's 10-0. He's 10-0 in Quest.
Yeah.
Quest is a good standard. I know you fought pro, but I boxed unlicensed at that Quest sort of level, and to get 10-0 in that level is decent. He looks levels above the content creator scene. If I'm honest with you.
Yeah, but there's levels there. Like, I've sparred with any white collar boxer you can think of, and it's just different levels. They can't work.
Yeah.
They can't work with me. I'm not just speaking myself, blowing my trumpet, but they can't. Like, the boys in here will tell you I've sparred with heavier lights, 85 kilos. I used to be featherweight, and I've sparred boys in the 80s. They can't deal with me. They can't. Simple as that. Bose, all right. Bose, yes, we have good tear-ups, mate. I'm not going to badmouth you. You're a good little boxer.
Yeah, Bose will give you a good tear-up.
Have good spars in it.
Bose will give you a good tear-up. So people are asking who Joey Knight is. Joey Knight is a Chelsea podcaster. He's a really good guy. He's been on my show. I actually like the guy. I won't badmouth him. And I'm not here to take sides. But what I will say is, you do feel that he's ducked you, right?
150%.
Yeah.
I've messaged him.
Why is that?
He's read my message and blocked me. I've said to him, look, what's your game? Let's get it on. If you want to fight, let's get it on then. But he don't want to know. He knows I'm trouble.
Now, he's blocked you. He's blocked a lot of your team. He's not really he's not entertaining the fight in any way.
No.
Why do you think that is?
Because he just knows he's done it. It's a big risk, isn't it? I don't know. This is because he might be in contracts not to be able to do it. I don't know, but in my opinion, at least drop me a message privately and say, look, tell me what he's feeling. Yeah, I do want to fight you. No, I don't. What? I like the answers. He's a little fool, honestly. He's got all the mouth. You see in the video, he's all mouth. As soon as I said, let's get it on then, you hear in his voice cracked. He didn't want to know. His voice cracked as soon as he said, oh.
You know what? I'll be honest, I fancy him to win that lightweight title, though.
Yeah, hopefully he does.
Hopefully he does. I think he's much better than. I think he's. You know, I'm not blowing smoke up his ass, but I actually genuinely think he's much better than a lot of the. I think he's one of the best lightweights in Misfits.
Then why didn't he step up? Like I said to him in an interview, step up then, box me.
Yeah.
I didn't go to him and approach him and say, why don't you box me? I just went over to him to defend my boxer. Right, look at the video, watch it back. Him, why don't you do it then? Get your boy, why don't you do it?
Daniel.
Okay, Joey, I'm here now. Shook my hand.
Joey's still running. He thinks he's running like Mo Farah. Still, he's running like Forrest Gump. Still,
he's gone,
down
mate.
the road and not coming back. So listen, as a pro, like, how do you feel about the influence of boxing scene? Is it good for the game? Or
do you know what? I'll be honest. Before
I
hated it. I thought, do you know what? They're making a mockery of boxing. It's a joke. Then I started thinking, you know what? It's doing boxing good. It's getting more interest in the sport. Obviously, I run my own gym, so it brings more people my way. And the quality of it has improved. Before, the quality was awful, I thought, in all this YouTube boxing and that. But Misfits now have stepped up a bit, I think, and it's improved.
How do you feel about small content creator shows where you're seeing guys that just can't fight? They're hoping that they can. They're hoping that they can't. They're hoping that they'll get on Misfits one day. But you're seeing guys that just can't fight, and it's dangerous, to be honest with you, because you've got mans doing the front crawl in the ring.
100%.
You know, just like
it's embarrassing for the sport. It's just
Does that wind you up? Like you think, look, you know, you're taking a slot of an actual boxer here.
Yeah, because we don't get enough credit. As a pro, the money I was getting, they get far too much money. Well, they're not worth that sort of money. Like us pros, you got to think. I used to train 3 times a day. At the moment, I'm training twice a day, 6 days a week. I train. Like, it's my life. I watch my. I've lost over 12 kilos now, so I started watching my weight to see what I get down to. They think it's a game. It's not a game. It's a serious sport. It winds me up because I dedicate my life to boxing. These boys don't.
Because like I think with the small content creators, you're seeing some of these shows literally not being bad, but you know, guys that if they put your face next to a poster and said you're fighting this guy, you'd think it was some sort of sick joke. You'd be like, oh, come on, he's not a fighter.
100%.
You know? And I listen, I'm all for everyone should be able to box. Don't get me wrong. I think everyone should be able to participate. You know, everyone should boxing for everyone. But it's a dangerous sport. And when you're seeing guys that just aren't fighters being almost encouraged to go into the ring, you can make some money doing this, and you can get on Misfits one day, and you see a guy and he's like 0-7 and he's still trying to go. You kind of want to say, just knock it on the head now, mate. You know,
that's the 70 now. They said like, oh, you can box on my show and we'll get you on Misfits, but it don't work like that. Like, I know how it works. It's not like it doesn't work like that at all.
Listen, boxing is all about contacts, man. If you've got contacts, you can get anywhere in life, in business, in boxing. You know, you can get on Misfits because you know people. You know, Joey Knight's a great example. He got onto it. And he came on this instalive. He came on my show, and I asked him, how can a young guy get on Misfits? He said, I got on it because True Geordie got me on it because I was in the right place, the right time. My mate said to me, look, they're starting this thing. I can get you on. And he was in the right place, right time, got on. You know, but the hope of like people thinking that they're going to just jump on it by beating someone, you know, it doesn't work like that whatsoever, does it? It really doesn't. Now, listen, let's talk about your gym. You're sitting in your gym there. It looks absolutely pristine from what I can see. How's the coaching side of life?
Yeah, it's good. It's been busy. It's doing well. Got a good few boxers coming through now.
Any influencers?
Do you know what? I've got someone coming through. I can't really say it, but I'm hoping to get on a Misfits show in December with him.
Beautiful. And what are you mainly coaching? Just keep fitters or
no,
or amateurs, pros a lot?
Well, obviously I do my own promote my own shows as well. Ricky Chin Promotions. So I've got 20 boxers, I think, mine boxers.
Brilliant. Big up
White collar
Ricky's
boxing.
gym.
Ricky Chin Promotions, yeah. So my next show is on the 21st of September at Henley Leisure Centre. So that's the next show.
Brilliant. Mate, I'll try and get down to one
Come
time and Instalive a couple of
down.
nights
You're
if
more
you're
than
up for it.
welcome. More than welcome.
I can't do the 21st though, because I think I'm hoping to be at Joshua and
Yeah.
Joshua and
Yeah.
Dubois. Sorry. Joshua and Boazzi.
No, that's
Joshua
all right.
Boazzi. Joshua versus Dubois.
Yeah,
Jesus
no, it's
Christ.
a shame it's the same night, but it'd be all right.
I know. It's the same. I'm hoping to be at that, but I'll try and hook you up and get to the next one. Do a bit of
Definitely
media
good to
down
have you
there. That'd
there.
be cool.
Be good to have
What's
you
that,
there,
sorry?
100%.
Yeah,
But,
love to, mate.
yeah, I just don't know. To get his Joe and Knight thing, so just to shut him up, man. I know going back to the subject again, but I need to try and reach out to be interested.
No, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So listen, you've called him out. Have you seen him since?
No, I haven't. I'm looking. Hopefully, I'll see him soon at one of the shows. So
And what are you planning on doing if you see him again?
I'm gonna go see him, and I've got to be careful when I'm going to see him 100% because I have a word with him.
Yeah, you're going to be up in his grill.
100%. But you know, if I kick off of him though, he's going to get. He's a little golden boy, isn't he? So they're going to have his back, aren't they? So got to be careful.
So I mean, like as I said, like you're trying to get this fight with him. You've got this pro fight 7th of September. So can you just tell us about your next fight? Where you're fighting abroad? Where you're fighting and who you're fighting?
Fellow called Greg Bono. He's it's going to be in New York.
Beautiful.
Do you know what? Someone approached me because I thought if Joey Knight took the fight, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, because I'm like 80 kilos at the moment. Yeah, I used to box at 57 kilos at featherweight. And I thought if Joey Knight said to me, all right, let's get this fight on, I think what weight am I gonna get down to? So that's when I started.
What's he? He's a lightweight.
Yeah,
isn't he? So he's like 63, isn't he?
I heard he went up
62.
I heard in the grade when he went up to about 67 kilos though. So if we made
He can do.
a catch weight, if he wants it that bad, like he said, I said to him, I will come down. I said to him in the interview, let's make a catch weight. I'll come down, you come up. And I've lost a lot of weight. And someone said to me, what are you losing weight for? I said, just to see if I get down to the weight. And then when I hit the weight, I thought, do you know what? I can do around 70 kilos now. Then he said, why don't you take another pro fight? I said, if one comes my way, I'll take it. And he's like, well, I'll tell you what, there's a bout for you on the 7th of September in America if you want to take it. I said, all right, let me get some rounds of sparring in. I see if I still got it because I haven't boxed for 8 years. I said, let me see if I still got it. And I'll give you an answer by the end of tomorrow. I've done 4-3 sparring with Senior Byfield. He's boxing again soon, another pro. And I was like, yeah, do you know what? I'll take this man out. Let's go. That was it. I took the fight.
Yeah. Quality. That's good. It's great to have you back, man. I'm going to be tracking you now a lot more closely, for sure. I'm actually going to be tracking you. Look, I tagged Mams Taylor. I tagged Misfits Boxing. And I'd love to. I think everyone would love to see the fight, but I find it. Listen, I just like to speak with no safety caps.
Yeah.
It's the Gunman Instalive, and I like to take the safety catch off. And you have seen pro fighters a little bit prohibited at that level. We've seen with Idris Virgo struggling to get fights.
Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult for a pro to get in there and make waves, isn't it? I think
100%. It's difficult. It is.
Is that fair to say? It's hard for you to come back the other way.
Cool. It's going to be difficult, but
no one's going to want to fight you for starters.
Well, what if I come back with a win? You think it's going to struggle?
Yeah. That's it, mate. Like you said at the very start, being 3-3 in your pro career, actually, because a couple of those losses have been tight, and actually being 3-3 is, people aren't going to be ducking you, if you know what I mean. It's
yeah, exactly. I just thought it was a perfect fight for Joey. Look, I'm 3-3. I haven't boxed for 8 years. Like you said, I'm an old man now, so come on, let's go. What's he waiting for? Prove yourself.
Theo Brooks is saying, who's the guy you're fighting in America? Do we know much about this brother?
Yeah, he's had six fights, 1-4, 3 knockouts. Greg, he's actually a bare knuckle fight. He's very tough guy. It's gonna be a hard night's work, but it'll be fine.
What weight's that fight at?
That's 70 kilos. Be super welter.
And how you what if you don't mind me asking, where you sitting now? Roughly
72 at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've stayed there.
Oh, mate.
So I'm fine. I'll make 70 easy.
You're hovering.
Fine. As soon as it comes to that day before, yeah, I'll be fine for the weight.
Mate, you've got to have respect for someone like Vidal Riley, who is an influencer by heart, and he's actually taking on the pros.
Yeah.
And he's going the other way, and that's what I'd like to see. I'll be honest. I said to Idris Virgo when I saw him, I said, "Mate, you should be going into the pros and challenging yourself." You know, and I think it's really refreshing as a boxing purist myself. I'll be honest. I was never into Misfits before I did this channel. You'd never catch me getting up at 3 a.m. to watch a Misfits card.
Neither was I.
But I'd be up for a Tyson fight, a Mayweather fight, Prince Nazim Hamed fight, fight. I'd be up at 3. You know, even just recently, like. Garcia and Tank, mate, I was up. You know, Loma and Teofimo. I'm up in the middle of the night to watch that shit. But you wouldn't catch me getting up to watch Argentinian King. I'm sorry about that.
I was exactly the same. I didn't. No way. Well, the quality was. I don't know, bad mouth Misfits because the boys are getting the ring, but some of the fights are getting better now, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
They are good to watch.
Absolutely. No, like, there's some exciting fighters. Like, I think Salt Pappy's good to watch.
Oh, he's decent.
Yeah, so I think Joey Knight is decent. I'll be honest, I think he's one of the better lightweights.
Yeah.
I like watching Foxer G as well. I mean, he's young and they're not putting him in with like hard nuts or serial killers and they're moving him along nicely, but he's quite nice to watch. You know, there's some guys in there that are, you know, Anthony Taylor, for example, his last win was really good, but in the pros, he doesn't do nothing.
Exactly.
You know
it's levels, there is levels to NN boxing, everyone knows that. Like,
yeah. When Tommy Fury beat him comfy, didn't he?
It's just levels. Honestly, as a boxer myself, being a pro and mixing with pros, and you spar people who are unlicensed boxers, haven't done it. We just know too much. Like, bro, we know what they're going to do. It's weird. I can't explain. But it's just easy. It's easier. Like,
I also think when I see the lower levels, there's guys that are scared to get hit. Pro boxers aren't scared to get hit usually. You know what I mean? Even the journeymen.
That's my problem.
Do you know what I mean? They're not scared to get hit. So yeah, just quickly then, if you can't get Joey Knight, is there anyone else in Misfits that you'd like to take out?
Do you know what? I'd box anyone, but I didn't have any intentions to call out any of these YouTubers or whatever they are podcasts. I didn't have intentions to do that. It's just he got personal to me and he offered the fight to me. This is the funny thing. He offered it to me. So how could I offer someone a fight? I shake the man's hand, old fashioned, shook his hand. Yeah. You see on the interview, shook his hand. Says, go then. Where is he? Where the fuck is the guy? Someone wake Joey up, bring him to me, serve him to me. Come on. Someone on this live must know him. He's probably watching because I know for a fact that he's set up a fake account to message me as well. I know it's a fact because I looked into it.
We'd love to see the fight happen. We really hope it does happen. Listen, can you give us one final message to that brother? If you could look down the camera and you had one thing you could say to Joey Knight, what would that be?
Be a man, Joey. Come see me. Let's get the fight on. And if you can last 1 or 2 rounds with me, then I will take my hat off to you myself.
Brilliant.
Respect you as a man. Respect you, but yeah, I don't think he will.
Listen, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Thank you everyone for tuning into the live. Make sure you're following this man. Make sure you're following the Gunman. There's loads of quality fight interviews that will be coming up on Insta Live weekly. Ricky, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on. I'm going to try and come. I won't be able to make your 21st show, but I'm going to badger you to let me come to your next one. I'll Insta Live a couple of fights and we can have a catch up. That'd be amazing.
100%. Look forward to it. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it very much.
My brother, thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Take it easy.
Take care of yourself, man.